We are putting a stake in the ground. We are standing here today to stand and oppose the lies that we've been bombarded with for the last year. Lies from the media, lies from the government, lies from the Palestinian movement. Israel is fighting a war it didn't want, it didn't ask for, against a radical Islamist terrorist group that entered peaceful villages to slaughter people in cold blood, to rape, to murder, to behead, to burn people alive, to kidnap 240 hostages, and 100 of them are still held today, without being seen by anybody, without any humanitarian organisation coming to look after them. Whereas on the other side, the terrorists in Israel who are captured, they get humanitarian groups coming to see that they're being looked after. This is unfair, it's discrimination, and it's just disgusting. The genocide accusation is a lie. Israel is doing all it can to protect civilian life.
Yes.
Israel makes sure that humanitarian supplies go into Gaza every day.
Yep, they get
Hamas steals it.
Yep.
The UN agencies fail to distribute it. Israel is not causing genocide. This is a lie. All war is terrible and innocent lives are taken, sadly. But because Israel goes to so much effort to protect civilian life, they send warnings, they do leaflet drops, they send out SMS messages in order to save civilian life. Meanwhile, Hamas hides in tunnels and uses its people as human shields.
Yeah, they do.
The accusation about genocide is a lie,
right.
And we must reject it, and we must speak up against it, and we need to keep saying it. It is a lie. In actual fact, the civilian to combatant casualty rate is about 2-1, and 9-1 is considered a pretty good rate, and that is what Israel is achieving, and that is unheard of in modern warfare. The genocide accusation is a lie. So I call on our mainstream media to stop publishing lies, to stop publishing the Hamas statistics without any contextualization. Those statistics that we hear include all deaths. They have no external verification. They include the terrorists who are killed. They include people who die naturally. They include people who are killed by misfired rockets. And so the media keeps publishing these statistics, and we need to stand against these lies. Now I have a message for Luxon. Prime Minister Luxon, we noticed you meeting with the Prime Minister of Qatar. Mr. Luxon, do you know that Qatar is the funder of Hamas?
That's right.
Do you know that Qatar shelters Hamas leaders in its luxury hotels in its country? Do you know that Qatar funds universities in America that have turned into hotbeds of Palestinian activism and anti-Semitism? Mr. Luxon, why are you cuddling up to Qatar?
Yeah.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And Winston Peters, why do you continue to vote against Israel at the UN?
Right.
Well, this latest one means that Israelis, Jews, will have to leave from their ancient homeland in the next year, that they have to depart from the area where their most sacred sites are, HaKotel, the Wailing Wall, the Jewish Quarter. This latest resolution, UN resolution, means that Israelis and Jews have to withdraw from the heartland of their indigenous land. And I want to say that Jews are the indigenous people of Israel. And that is why we have established the Indigenous Embassy of Jerusalem to give a platform for indigenous voices like ours who recognize Israel, who recognize that Jews are the indigenous people of that land. It is the land where their ancient culture developed. They've had 3,500 years of continuous presence in the land of Israel. This is the land where they developed their language, their culture, their religious practices, and even though they were expelled from their land 2,000 years ago, they maintained those practices all through those thousands of years in the diaspora, praying daily to Jerusalem and praying every year, next year in Jerusalem. So Winston Peters, why are you kicking them out of their indigenous land? Luxon, why are you standing with Qatar against Israel? The only democracy in the Middle East that protects values that we stand for, freedom, the ability to stand here today and speak. So we call on our leaders to turn away from this dark path that you are leading our country down. I just want to conclude by thanking you all again for coming today and to say kia kaha, be strong, be brave, keep standing, keep speaking, and keep standing against the lies. Kia ora.